Yes, guess what? Back at it again with another leg day. This time, quad focused leg day with a little bit of glutes in there because, your girl's trying to grow her glutes always. But as a whole, trying to grow these legs. So, let's head on over to the gym. I'll keep this short and sweet because we really need to get in there and get the work done. I hope you train hard today. I hope you feel your body in ways that make you happy. I hope you move your body in ways that make you happy. It's Mavis, Freaking Meadows. Enjoy the video.
Alrighty, first up we have hack squats. Me and hack squats, shaking hand emoji immediately. Like, we have been locked in. I have been loving the amount of quad growth I've been getting from hack squats and doing them properly. I do that with a air quote next to it because, as you can see, my heels do get lifted, but if this doesn't hurt you, having your heels lifted like that, it's just because of lack of mobility, but that's also not an excuse to not train hard. Anyways, side note, what we're looking for here is knee over toe, knee flexion. So you see how my knees come so far forward over my toes? That's what we're looking for when we want some quad growth. So this is a quad focused leg day. This is why we're biasing our quads. It is okay if your ankles do not stay on the platform. Try your best. Again, if it's a mobility issue, I can also take accountability for this and say I do need to work on some stretching and maybe prioritize mobility a little bit more. But it's just so much fun when the machines are right there, the weight is right there. I just want to hop right in, get set up, push some heavy weight. But I know in the long run, my mobility will come into play and I need to prioritize that a little bit more. So if this is your reminder to also prioritize your mobility so you can move your body in ways that make you happy for long periods of time. I was legit fighting for my life on this. How you know it's a good workout or a good movement, like pushing yourself hard, not giving up when it starts to hurt, but knowing that the growth starts when it starts to hurt. That's when the real work is done. Oh my goodness, I was literally so lightheaded by the end of this workout, and we're just on the first freaking movement. Really wanting to push till death. Feel the stretch and lean into the hurt, lean into the pain. That's when it starts to work. That's when you're growing. That's when your most muscle fibers are stimulated. So not backing out when it starts to hurt, but really leaning into that motion, leaning into that. It's not supposed to be easy. It's supposed to be hard, especially a leg day. Hard, hard, hard. That's how we're going to grow. I feel like this is such a great movement for overall leg growth and leg development and density. So, because I'm still new to bodybuilding, only been training this way for under 2 years, I'm really trying to push for that density. That comes with a lot of time. You see a lot of competitors having that hard, dense kind of muscle. I want that. But I know that I have to be patient with that kind of a look. So right now, it's still very young muscle, doesn't have such hard density when you look to it, a little bit more bubbly, a little bit more watery, again, because I am holding a little bit of fat at the moment. Nowhere near stage lean, but that's not what we're aiming for at the moment. We're aiming for a little bit of growth phase, so we are not trying to be so shreddy, but although that is fun and that graininess and that hardness does come with being a little bit more shredded. Isn't bodybuilding just so freaking cool? How you can manipulate your body and change it in ways that are so freaky and geeky and cool. Anyways, I think we got a little bit off track. Let's get back to the workout. After this, like I said, quad focused leg day, but we're also trying to grow our glutes. So we started with hack squat, now moving on towards our front foot elevated Bulgarian split squats. So if you thought Bulgarian split squats were hard, try again. Elevate them. It's even harder. But just because the movement is hard doesn't mean we're going to shy away from it. If anything, we're going to lean into it and make this killer movement now our best friend. So my gym has this little machine where I can set it up like almost on a barbell pad behind me. Oh my gosh, it feels so good because when we are doing a bench, sometimes we have a habit of using our non-dominant leg, like our non-working leg, to push off the bench. This mitigates any of that, so you're truly only working your front leg because you really can't push off with the back leg. Now elevating it, wow, the stretch on my glutes was insane. I'm only doing this elevated from now on because it felt so amazing. And by amazing, I mean insanely difficult and insanely hard. Check out my facial expressions. Like, she is working hard. Also, side note, my outfit on this day, wow, I love training in the flare pants. I just feel like they're so elevated and you don't have to worry about like thighs sticking together when you're sweaty AF, when wearing shorts. And then my Hostile tee, I love the Hostile brand. I love everything Fuad Abiad, one of my favorite Canadian bodybuilders. I love everything he stands for. I love his podcast. I love the types of athletes he sponsors, and so I couldn't be happier pushing on a hard leg day, repping Hostile. On another side note, my hair, this is the first time I wore my hair half up, half down in the gym. I love it. It's so cute. I think it adds a little bit of femininity to it instead of just having my hair tied up in a slick back bun every single time. And also, if you notice in a few of the other clips, my hair, I have this little clippy I got from one of the markets here in Chiang Mai, Thailand. This butterfly clip, so freaking pretty. It's hand painted and it's pink, so how can you not love it? Anyways, let's get back to the real work here. As you can see, I'm going all the way down, and then you can see that I'm stretching my glute in the longest position. So that means my glute is 90 degrees to the ground or slightly below. That's what I'm trying to aim for. Again, with the front foot elevated, it adds more of a stretch. When your muscle is stretched in the longest position, that's where we're going to see growth. Also, you'll see me using my straps for the weight, doing as many as I can till failure, letting go of the weight, and then burning out with just body weight. This is a killer. If you're looking to destroy your freaking glutes, try this. With the weight, yes, push heavy all the way until failure, thinking I'm not going to do one more rep, this is the last rep, this is everything I have left in me. Drop the weight and then do body weight. Oh my gosh. Form will start to suffer, but we want to maintain that stretch position. We want to maintain dominance in our front foot, that is our working foot. Remembering that the real work starts when it hurts. Lean into that feeling, lean into that. This is also a reminder for myself, going back into the gym again today, lean into it. Knowing that this is what you came here for. You need to work harder, you need to work. Challenge yourself physically and mentally today. When I tell you I was spent, I was spent. But I love it. I love it so much. It just means I'm working so hard. And probably maybe I needed to feel myself a little bit better before I came to the gym. Pop another apple. Have my meal a little bit closer towards the gym. Anyways, I also think it's because it's super hot here in Thailand. I just get lightheaded more easily. The gym is AC and has a bunch of fans, so I'm never like overheating in the gym, but I think just the ride there, being in the hot school all day, maybe can attribute to some of the fatigue I was feeling. I was so thankful and so happy that this movement was seated so I can take a break and just literally work my quads and not have to think about standing at this point. So to finish out this quad day, we had a triple drop set on the leg extension. Wow. Like after those first two movements, I could barely even do this, but I'm like, you know what? You came here for a purpose. You came here to grow. You came here to challenge yourself. So get in there and get it done. Even though you cannot literally stand up anymore, drink some water and get it done. Another one of my favorite bodybuilders is Julia Renee. She is an American bodybuilder, wellness bodybuilder, and one of her most famous quotes is, "You are more powerful than you think." And today truly was the embodiment of that. I was ready to give up. I was ready to go home. I was like, wow, after these first two movements, I'm done. I'm like, I can't. But you know what? You are more powerful than you think. Sit your ass down in the leg extension and get it done. You came here for a purpose. You know your purpose. You know what you're here to do. Execute. You are more powerful than you think. And yeah, I completed my 3 working sets on this exercise, and then I had the nastiest pump, and stay tuned for that. As promised, the juiciest pump from this workout today. I love that you can see the lines of my quads through these flare pants. Like, you know you're doing something right. Anyways, I'm loving the proportions, loving the new lines coming through. I'm loving the growth. I'm loving the a little bit of shred at this moment. But anyways, I hope you I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if this type of content is what you want to keep seeing. Let me know if there's more specialized content you want to see, like how to set up for the Bulgarian split squats, how to set up your hack squat, how to know you're doing stuff right. And it's, as always, it's Mavis Meadows. I'll see you guys again in another video.